Good evening, my friend, and welcome to your guided sleep story. My name is Stephen Dalton, and it's my privilege to be the voice that you listen to as you go to sleep tonight. After the story, the sounds and music will continue to play so they can accompany you a little longer while you sleep. If you want the video to end sooner, YouTube allows you to add a timer that you can set in the settings. Also, make sure to disable autoplay so your sleep won't be interrupted by ads from upcoming videos. If you haven't already, I'd really appreciate if you could subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. I wish you a pleasant rest and a great sleep. Now, make yourself comfortable, and whenever you're ready, you can close your eyes. Notice your resting body and how comfortably warm and pleasant it is for you right now. Breathe in and out naturally, and feel your chest rise and fall. New, calming energy flows into your body, and with each exhale, you let go of everything that no longer serves you. Feel the comforting warmth and how much your body loosens. Let go of everything that has burdened you today and surrender to your breath. Enjoy the peace and relaxation. Sometimes it approaches faster. Sometimes it may take longer. Don't force yourself. This is your time. Feel the security and warmth around you. You may also feel gratitude. It may be that there was a moment today that was special to you. Even if it is only the gratitude of being here, in this place, and feeling the relaxation. Keep breathing in your rhythm, and let this positive energy flow. Imagine that everything around you disappears in a soft mist. As if you were on a soft cloud that carries you weightlessly and gently through the night. Completely sheltered and full of lightness. You can just be and enjoy the peace. Notice how your muscles loosen more as your back stretches in a pleasant way. Allow yourself to sink into your relaxation. With each breath, you sink deeper and deeper, and let go of everything. It's time for your sleep story. Tonight, we travel to one of the greatest cities on planet Earth, Paris. And we meet some people there who work during the night when the rest of us are asleep. The first Parisian we meet this evening is Jean-Pierre. Jean-Pierre, the baker. He owns a little boulangerie just around the corner from the Rodin Museum in the 7th arrondissement in Paris. Jean-Pierre's boulangerie has been in the family for a very, very long time. He is one of a long line of bakers who have lived in this house above this little boulangerie. And as Paris sleeps, Jean-Pierre awakes. Six nights a week, Jean-Pierre leaves his sleeping wife and gets up in the dead of the night to make pastries and bread for the residents of the City of Lights. He doesn't find it difficult. It's part of life, part of his natural rhythm. As he walks into the bathroom, the lights in the house are still off, and he looks out through the window at the sleeping city. The stars shine brightly down upon Paris. It is winter time, and the white snow that sits on the ground below glistens in the starlight Jean-Pierre loves this time of the day. It feels like all the world is his. He stands in the darkness, his bare feet touching the warm wooden floor, and he feels grounded. He takes some deep breaths in and out, in and out, in and out. He feels warm inside as he looks out on the cold night. He feels cozy, if you like. He dresses, brushes his teeth, and descends down into the little boulangerie. His first job is to fire up the ovens. He lights them, and every day, without fail, enjoys the light popping of the comforting sound of the wood burning. He looks around the kitchen, pretty much unchanged in over 100 years. He thinks of his father and mother, long gone now, and the joy and life that they experienced together in this hallowed place. He takes out his pastry, some of it prepared the night before, and he starts to roll, adding butter as he does. This rolling motion he has done 100 million times before. His arms are strong because of it. And there's something he loves about it. The process. The craftsmanship. The care and attention to detail that only someone who really cares about what they do can display. As he rolls, he likes to think of it as his morning meditation. It is, in a way, his way of connecting to something higher. He loses himself in it. And it isn't long before Jean-Pierre has created lots and lots of little triangles that will be rolled up and made into croissants. As Jean-Pierre looks upon his work, over in the Louvre Museum, Marie-Louise, a security guard, is in the middle of her shift. She is sitting behind her desk, looking at a group of television screens, showing her views throughout the museum. She decides to walk through the empty halls. In fact, it's one of her favorite things to do. You see, Marie-Louise is an art student and cleverly got a job at the Louvre so that she can enjoy all of the great masterpieces all on her own. She walks along the great empty halls of this magnificent, great and empty building. She feels, in a way, not unlike Jean-Pierre, that the world is hers at this time of night. And sometimes she likes to pretend that the paintings are hers too. This building was originally built as a royal residence, and it took 200 years to build. As Marie-Louise walks through it, she looks up at everything around her, not just the paintings, but the building itself, the ornate detail and craftsmanship is astonishing. Eventually, she arrives to her favorite room, And yes, you guessed it. It's the room where the Mona Lisa is, by Leonardo da Vinci. This painting, a masterpiece of the Italian Renaissance, is the best known, most visited, most written about, most sung about work of art in all the world. It's believed that Da Vinci worked on the painting for many years. In the early 1500s. Eventually, he brought it to France, and it came into the hands of Francois Premier, King Francis I of France. It has been in the Louvre for over 200 years. And of course, normally, it is difficult to look at it. There are so many people standing in front of it. But not tonight. Not for Marie-Louise. Most nights that Marie-Louise works, she is granted a private audience with the world's most famous painting. As a little girl, she had a poster of the painting in her room. And in some ways, she can't believe that she gets to see this painting in the flesh on her own every night. She stands close to the great painting, looking at the delicate features of this mysterious woman. No one knows exactly who the Mona Lisa is or was. She is one of humanity's great mysteries. A mystery that will more than likely remain unanswered. She looks at the brush strokes, and she imagines the hand of the great man Da Vinci, working tirelessly and patiently on this exquisite work. She tries to imagine where he would have painted it. In his studio in Florence, or outside in the country, maybe both. In some strange way, she feels connected to Da Vinci. She thinks that we as humans are all connected, and that in itself is beautiful. It's a thought that was generated by looking at art, and that's why Marie-Louise loves art. She feels tired now, sleepy, in fact. And she decides to keep walking through the great museum. While Marie-Louise walks around the Louvre, outside, driving slowly through the snow, is Laurent, a taxi driver. Laurent likes to work these hours when there's no traffic on the streets of Paris. He, like Marie-Louise and Jean-Pierre, enjoys the warm feeling just for a few hours that the world is his and his alone. He passes the Louvre and looks at the building and the great glass pyramid outside. The thought strikes him that he has never been inside, despite growing up in Paris. He drives along the great Seine River, and opens his window for a moment to feel the cool air of the night and to hear the calming flow of the river outside. Eventually, he arrives at Le Tour Eiffel, or the Eiffel Tower. He has a ritual every night that when he passes this world-famous icon, he parks the car, gets out, and looks up at what was a very controversial monument when it was first constructed. He loves this tower. And he looks at it, taking in its enormity and grandeur. And every night, the thought strikes him that he is lucky to live in this place. He allows himself to feel gratitude. For the life he lives, for the place he lives in, for the people he loves and who love him in return. He knows that so many people around the world would love to see the Eiffel Tower just once in their life. Laurent sees it every day, and that privilege is not lost on him. It's cold outside, and so Laurent gets back in the car and continues his nighttime drive through Paris. He has a call to do a pickup at the Ritz. someone is going to the airport. Charles de Gaulle. As Laurent begins his journey towards Charles de Gaulle, with a businessman in the back, Roxanne, an air stewardess, is aboard an Air France A380 aircraft, flying in from Los Angeles. Roxanne has worked a long shift, and she is very tired. It seems to her that nearly all 615 passengers on board are fast asleep. The people in first class are lying out horizontally. Roxanne is preparing for landing in the next few minutes. She has worked hard tonight aboard this great metal bird of the skies. It is never lost on Roxanne just how privileged she is to fly around the world. Yesterday, she was in Los Angeles, the city of angels. Later tonight, she will be in Paris, her home, the city of lights. As she announces to the sleeping passengers that soon they will land, she thinks how amazing it is that all of these people and all of their luggage and this great machine can fly high above in the sky and travel halfway around our beautiful home, Earth. The thought also strikes her that nothing exceptional like this happens without humans working together. Humanity working together is when we are at our best. While Roxanne prepares the sleeping passengers for landing, the pilots prepare the great plane to land. And as the plane touches down in Charles de Gaulle, and the passengers disembark the plane, Jean-Pierre takes out a beautiful tray of croissants. The smell wafting through the streets of Paris. The night is slowly blending into day. And soon, Jean-Pierre welcomes his first customer. Roxanne walks into the boulangerie and buys herself a croissant. She greets Jean-Pierre with a smile, and Jean-Pierre greets Roxanne with familiarity. These two know each other well. Soon Roxanne is walking home, eating her croissant, and Marie-Louise pops into the boulangerie and buys a pain au chocolat. Jean-Pierre is always happy to see Marie-Louise. Then Marie-Louise happily heads home to her little apartment at République. It isn't long before Laurent parks his car outside the boulangerie, comes in and buys himself a baguette. Before getting in his car and driving out of the city to his home in the Parisian suburbs. Now, Jean-Pierre's wife, Brigitte, comes downstairs and greets her husband with a warm embrace. Jean-Pierre kisses his wife on the cheek and goes upstairs. He changes and gets into bed for a well-earned sleep. He stretches out in his bed and feels so very tired. As Jean-Pierre is closing his eyes, so is Roxane. She is in her dark little room, feeling cozy and ready for sleep. Laurent has said hello to his children and wife, and now he is under a warm duvet, his head on the pillow, in his very comfortable bed, about to have a very well-earned sleep. Meanwhile, Marie-Louise is already in a deep sleep. Dreaming of the Mona Lisa and Da Vinci's Florence. Soon, all of our friends who we have followed tonight are sleeping deeply. Now it's time for you to sink in to a peaceful and restful sleep. Your body works powerfully and reliably. your mind from my words. Drift off, dream and sleep. You are safe and secure. Sleep deeply and soundly. Your body heals, regenerates, strengthens. Everything works powerfully and reliably. Your mind rests. You can let yourself drift away. All is warm. All is safe. Everything rests in the depths of the night. Everything is good. And you feel good. Perhaps you feel a tingling in your feet or hands, or perceive a heaviness or lightness. It helps you to switch off. Wake up the next morning refreshed and energized, with new motivation and strength. Be open for your self-healing. Open for your sleep and deep relaxation. Everything is good as it is. Everything relaxes. Everything lets go. And all is well. You sleep deeply, and all is well. You sleep tight. You dream deeply, and all is well with you. Your muscles are warm. You slumber deeply, everything is soft. And everything is good. Sleep well. You have earned it. And while you may drift into wonderful dreams, your subconscious takes in the following affirmations. I fall into a peaceful and restful sleep. I relax each of my muscles with every second. They grow warmer and heavier. I am sleeping deeply and soundly. I allow my breath to take me deeper. I dream of beautiful places. I allow my mind to slumber